Very good morning to all of you. Today I want to explain about environmental engineering laboratory experiments. In that, I want to explain about determination of residual chlorine of module 1 experiment 8b. Course outcome is acquire capability to conduct experiments and estimate the concentration of different parameters. Compare the results with standard and discuss based on the purpose of analysis. Determine type of treatment, degree of treatment for water and wastewater. Identify the parameter to be analyzed for the student project work in environmental stream. These are the outcomes, and the subject title is Environmental Engineering Laboratory and the subject code is 18 CVL 67. This comes under 6 semesters in civil engineering departments. Next, theory for this experiment. The quantity of chlorine required for disinfecting certain water will depend upon the quality and quantity of organic impurities and bacteria present in that water. The normal dose of chlorine may vary between 0.3 to 1 milligram per liter. The dose of chlorine also depends upon the period for which the chlorine remains in contact with water before being served to consumers. This period is called contact period. The amount of chlorine left in the disinfected water after the contact period is called as residual chlorine. It is a general practice to add chlorine so that a residue of 0.2 to 0.3 milligram per liter of chlorine is left in water after the contact period. This residual chlorine takes care of the future recontamination of water in the distribution system. So this is the background of these experiments. Okay. Next, apparatus. Which are the apparatus are required to conduct these experiments? Burettes required, pipette required, measuring jar required, beakers required, conical flask required, glass rods required, spoons required, weighing balance required, dropper required, etc. So these are the apparatus are required to execute this experiment. What are the reagents are required? Let us see. First reagent is sodium thiosulfates of normality N by 40, that is 0.025 normality. How to prepare this sodium thiosulfates? Dissolve 6.25 gram of sodium thiosulfate in 1000 ml of distilled water, that is freshly boiled and cooled distilled water, and dilute. Add amount about 5 ml chloroform as a preservative. Then we are getting sodium thiosulfate 0.025 normality. Next reagent, potassium iodide. How to prepare this potassium iodide? Dissolve 5 gram potassium iodide in 100 ml distilled water and dilute. We are getting potassium iodide reagent. Next, glacial acetic acid is required. So this is also standard prepared, purchased and procured. Next, freshly prepared starch reagents. How to prepare this freshly prepared starch? Dissolve 2 gram of LR grade soluble starch in distilled water and pour this emulsion into 100 ml of boiled water. Allow to boil for few minutes. Add 0.2 gram of salicylic acid or toluene as preservative. Cool this and then use. So this is the preparation of freshly prepared starch. So now all these reagents are prepared. Next, procedures. How to execute these experiments? First step, weigh accurately 0.5 gram of freshly prepared fresh bleaching powder and transfer to mortar. Listen once again. Weigh accurately 0.5 gram of fresh bleaching powder and transfer to mortar. Add small quantity of water to prepare a fine paste. Add some more water, stir and allow to settle for a few minutes. Decant this supernatant. Repeat it till fine suspension is obtained. Next step, take 200 ml disinfected water, that is tap water plus bleaching powder, in a conical flask. Next, add 2 ml glacial acetic acid followed by 2 ml potassium iodide. Next step, color of the solution changes to yellow if residual chlorine is present while adding glacial acetic acid. Next, add few drops of freshly prepared starch. Add few drops of freshly prepared starch. Color changes to blue. Next, titrate against sodium thiosulfate till blue color disappears. Note down the volume of sodium thiosulfate in ml. Next, observations and calculations. How observation and calculations are made? Let us see. Observations. In burette, 0.025 normality sodium thiosulfate solution is filled. In conical flask, take 200 ml of sample plus add 2 ml of Ki solution plus 2 ml of glacial acetic acid solution plus 3 drop of starch indicators. So these are prepared in clean conical flask. Indicator used. Here starch indicator is used. End point blue to colorless. Next, tabulations. So tabular column is prepared like this. Serial number. Next column sample. Next description of sample. Burette reading in mLs. So here initial reading, final reading and difference. So here 3 trials we are doing. So each trial we are taking 200 ml disinfected water sample. Next, calculation. Residual chlorine in milligram per liter is calculated by using following formula. Normality of titrant into MBR into equivalent weight of chlorine divided by ml of sample titrates into thousands multiply 100. We are getting in milligram per liters. So here normality of titrant is 1 by 40 into MBR into equivalent weight 35.45 into 1000 divided by ml of sample titrate 200. Results. Residual chlorine of the given sample of wastewater is in milligram per liter. See comments. Okay. The amount of residual chlorine in given sample is found to be in milligram per liters. As per specification, as per IS specification, the permissible amount of residual chlorine in drinking water must be between 0.1 to 0.2 milligram per liter. Hence, the given sample is highly chlorinated and needs to be dechlorinated to the limit before supply to public. So this comment is given based on the value obtained from the experiment. So now this table is explained for MCQ, that is multiple choice questions for experiment 8B. Here 10 questions are prepared with 4 choices. Let us see first question. The quantity of chlorine required for disinfecting certain water will depend upon the quality and quantity of organic impurities and bacteria present in that water. Option is true or false, or true and false, none. Option is true. The normal dose of chlorine may vary between 0.3 to 1 milligram per liter, 0.3 to 0.8 milligram per liter, or 0.1 to 1.5 milligram per liter, or 0 to 0.2 milligram per liter. Option is 0.3 to 1 milligram per liter. Sodium thiosulfate is used for titrations. Option true and false, or true or false, or all the above. Option is true. The permissible amount of residual chlorine in drinking water must be between 0.1 to 0.5 milligram per liter, 0.1 to 0.29 milligram per liter, 0.1 to 0.2 milligram per liter, 0.2 to 0.7 milligram per liter. Option is 0.1 to 0.2 milligram per liter. The unit of residual chlorine is, option is mm, or percentage, or milligram per liter, or ppm. Option is milligram per liter. After addition of Ki, color of the solution becomes pink or yellow or dark green or none. Correct answer is yellow. Titrate against sodium thiosulfate till the blue color. Option is disappears, red color appears, white color appear, all the above. Disappear. Given sample is highly chlorinated and needs to be dechlorinated to the limit before supply to public. Option is yes or no, or yes and no, or 0. Option is yes. The EDTA salt used in this experiment, is it yes or no, or yes and no, or 0? Option is no. Chlorine is a strong oxidizing agent and liberates iodine from potassium iodide. Option yes or no, or yes and no, or 0. Option is yes. So these are the references referred for execute these experiments. Thank you, one and all. I will continue next experiment.